Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 6 and today we will be presenting about cloud computing in public sector. So these are the contents of our presentation, starting from the brief introduction on cloud computing. Then we will go deeper into all three cloud deployment models, and finally we will conclude everything. My name is Muhammad Asif AFFAN bin ZULKIFLI, metric number 068682. I will be talking briefly about the introduction on our project and a little on cloud computing itself. So, cloud computing is now a key part of modern IT, offering business great flexibility, scalability, and cost savings. As more organizations move to the cloud, choosing the right cloud deployment model is crucial. This project explores the three main cloud deployment models, which are public, private, and hybrid, looking at their features, how to implement them, best practices, and the potential challenges. So now I will be explaining about the basics on all three cloud deployment models, which are public, private, and hybrid. So firstly, the public cloud model is run by third-party providers, offers major benefits like easy scalability and cost savings. Its pay-as-you-go approach, making it attractive for organizations that need flexibility without high upfront costs. However, since many users share the same infrastructure, there are concerns about data security and meeting compliance standards. Next is the private cloud model. The private cloud model is used by a single organization, solves many of the security and compliance issues found in public clouds. This will provide more control for the organization over data and operations, making it ideal for organizations that handle sensitive information. But setting up and maintaining a private cloud can be very expensive and requires skilled IT staff. And lastly, the hybrid cloud model combines public and private clouds, offering a balanced solution that uses the strengths of both. This model lets organizations keep sensitive data in a private cloud while taking advantage of the public cloud's scalability and cost savings for less critical tasks. Despite its benefits, the hybrid model can be complex to manage and integrate. So in this project, we will discuss how to implement each model effectively, share best practices to get the most out of them, and highlight the challenges each model presents. We will look at issues like security concerns in public clouds, high cost in private clouds, and integration difficulties in hybrid solution. By understanding these factors, we will then conclude which one can give the best practice for the majority.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. My name is MEGAT Nabil, number matric 066379. So I'm going to present about the public deployment model in the public sector. So this is the general info or the characteristic of a public deployment model. So one of the characteristics is the general public and accessible industry group can access the cloud infrastructure using this model. Another characteristic is that a third-party cloud service provider owns and runs the cloud service. And last but not least, the public deployment model utilizes an online pay-as-you-go access provided by the subscription or research-based payment model. So one of the example implementation of public deployment model is the MyGov Cloud. MyGov Cloud offer cloud hosting services to government entities. So government entities can have access to resources such as server, storage, and network. And a possible implementation of the public deployment model is actually some cloud-based solution. The cloud-based solution can be furthermore implemented to boost productivity, cut expenses, and furthermore improve service quality. So there are a few best practices in the public deployment model. One of the best practices being the top management support, in which case the senior management support and dedication are essential to development. So IT innovations, uh, a very good IT innovation must be aided by top managers, furthermore increasing their quality. Uh, Besides that, organizational readiness is also a must. For example, making sure an organization has a qualified IT personnel who is important for expert related tasks. Last but not least, there are a few possible challenges in the public deployment model. So one of the possible challenges being the security issues, because this is a public deployment model, in which case the security is not as tight as it's not as good as private deployment model. Issues such as data privacy, privacy concern, and cloud dependability. And there is also the lack of external support, which will also be an issue because uh, there will be a dependency on external vendors and consultancy for cloud implementation, which will pose challenges such as vendor lock-in, lack of expertise within the organization itself, and potential conflict of interest.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabil Umar bin Abdul Rahman, number metric 066512. I will talk about the private deployment model in the public sector. First, let's understand what a private cloud is. A private cloud is a type of cloud computing used exclusively by a single organization. It provides enhanced security, privacy, and control over data and applications. A private cloud can be hosted on premises or by an external provider, so only authorized personnel have access to it. Implementing a private cloud in the public sector involves two main steps. First, there is a thorough assessment of the organization's IT infrastructure and requirements. This helps to understand what is needed for the cloud setup. Second, designing a tailored cloud architecture is crucial. This includes upgrading existing hardware, deploying new virtualization technologies, and integrating advanced security measures. To ensure a successful private cloud deployment, there are some best practices to follow. First, it is important to ensure robust security and compliance measures. This means having strong access controls, encryption protocols, and regular security audits. Second, establishing comprehensive disaster recovery and business continuity plans is essential. This involves regular backups, redundant systems, and well-defined procedures to minimize downtime and data loss. While private clouds offer many benefits, there are also some challenges. First, there is a high cost involved in setting up the necessary infrastructure and acquiring the required technologies. Second, the need for specialized skills can be a challenge. Managing and operating a private cloud requires ongoing training and possibly hiring additional IT staff with expertise in cloud technologies. Third, scalability is limited compared to public or hybrid cloud models. Expanding a private cloud often requires significant investments in hardware and software. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is DAMIAN and I'm going to explain about hybrid deployment model in public. So what is hybrid model? So hybrid model is a integration of private and public clouds to create a unified and flexible infrastructure. Next, let's look at the implementation of hybrid cloud in public. So the first is private cloud infrastructure. So sensitive public data including citizen identification information, criminal records, and internal government communication is stored in a private cloud infrastructure or on-premises data centers. This ensures the data sovereignty, compliance with Malaysian regulation, and maximum security. So the next is utilizing the strong encryption and multi-factor authentication and righteousness access controls to the protect sensitive data, employ robust database management system for secure and data handling and storage. So the next is the public cloud infrastructure. So to deploy a non-sensitive application and data on public platforms such as AWS and Microsoft Azure. This includes public information portals, non-critical administrative tools, and online services for public engagement. The next is leverage of the extensive cloud services offered by AWS and Azure, such as AI and machine learning analytics and scalable storage solution, to to enhance functionality and accessibility of public services. So now let's look at the best practices of hybrid deployment. So first is to adopt a cloud-first strategy, prioritizing cloud solution for new application and workloads. Next is leverage cloud-native services, use cloud-native tools and service to maximize the benefits of public cloud. The next is regulatory review and adjustment, continuously review the hybrid cloud strategy and adjustment based on evolving needs and technology advancements. So now let's look at the potential challenges. So the first challenge is regulatory compliance. So ensuring public data meets strict standards like GDPR and HIPAA can be complex and challenging. The next challenge is budget constraints. So balancing costs may lead to limited resources and potentially affecting the quality and efficiency of public services. The next potential challenges is service level agreement. So ensuring reliable service availability and performance might be difficult, impacting public access to services. The next is data sovereignty, managing where public data is stored to comply with geographic and regulatory restriction can be difficult.
Hello and hi, my name is MOHD RUSHDI by MOHD FARHAN. Number metric is 065834. So I'm gonna give conclusion to all the deployment model in public sector, which is public, private and hybrid. So as a conclusion, I choose the hybrid deployment model is the best for public sector because it combines the advantage of both public and private clouds to satisfy a variety of demands. With the use of private cloud components, this architecture provides improved security and control for sensitive data while using the scalability and reasonable price of public cloud service for less important tasks. Better resource allocation, disaster recovery, and regulatory compliance are made possible by the hybrid approach. The hybrid cloud's flexibility, scalability, and all-encompassing approach to security make it the perfect choice for public sector organizations looking to enhance service delivery while guaranteeing data protection and operational efficiency despite obstacles like regulatory compliance, data sovereignty, and integration complexities. So that's all from me. Thank you.